Hi everyone, it's great to see you. It has been so hot here the last week, 2 weeks now, and I just want to share some cool shady spots that I have in my garden, and I'm hoping that you are finding some shady spots in your garden too. This corner in our backyard really is in the shade almost all of the day. To the left, you'll see there's an American dogwood. We have a bunch of hosta, some autumn sedum, many hydrangeas. To the right, you'll see this is where we have our endless summer original hydrangea and a bunch of pink hydrangea, including Wee Bit Grumpy. This is the bench back by my shed, and I do love decorating the shed, but also when you sit in this bench and you peek over the hedge to the left, you can actually see right into my shade garden, which is just such a lovely, cool experience with all of the hostas that are there. That shade garden really is in the shade all day, and although I don't have a particular sitting area right there, except peeking over the hedge and the fence from the bench by the shed, it's just a beautiful place to go and walk through and feel that sense of serenity that a cool area provides to you. The hostas are doing really well, although the bunnies are eating a lot of them. A number of tuberous begonias back in there. I have a lot of heuchera. You've seen me plant some of the new plants for this year. Here's one of the beautiful coleus that just love that shade as much as we do when it's getting really, really hot this time of year. Our deck has morning and late afternoon sun, which allows us to go up and sit there with the potted plants that include this hydrangea here that also like that amount of shade, and look over the garden, especially in the late afternoon and evening, and just see everything immersed in the shadows. So most of my yard has shade sometime or another. So here's the view off of the deck, and you can see this is deep shade by the time we get into the afternoon. And it's just very restful to be able to, in these hot days, sit and look at the garden. I encourage you all just to go out and enjoy the fruit of your labor there, and don't stress too much about the weeds this time of year, but enjoy all that you've put in your hard work up to this point. This little path in my backyard gives me that hidden garden feeling. You wonder where it's disappearing to around the corner. And it is under some very big maple trees. Here it is again. And we grow a ton of moss along here because of my watering habits and that deep shade. But it really does give you that, ooh, this is a small little portion of my garden, but it's just nestled in there in a cool corner. Most of our front yard is under a canopy of trees. We have 2 large oak trees, one of which is right in front of you here. And although there are times I wish we had more sun to plant different flowers in those areas, it really does provide a wonderful canopy for our rhododendrons and our azaleas and our hydrangea. And this time of year, I really appreciate that we have that cool piece in our yard. This is a part of the yard that we're currently working on. It's a little path that goes around the side and has a ton of shade, another oak tree here with our azaleas and our rhododendrons and hydrangea. And we're really working on getting a lot of moss to grow. It's just really fun to see how much you can do in a shade area. Here's another ostrich fern, which is very happy there. And you'll notice all the moss on the ground. So trying to appreciate what nature has given us in the shade. Thanks so much for joining me. Go sit somewhere nice and cool with your lemonade. Enjoy your beautiful garden, and I'll see you in the next video.